Good morning, Palmer Ridge. I'm Eric.
And I'm Kiara.
Sadly, our show is a little bit shorter this week, but we know there are some teachers that will appreciate that. Earlier this month, a prominent figure here at Palmer Ridge was recognized for their greatness. Garrett brought us a little bit closer to the stars with his exploration of the Space Foundation, and Gavin investigated some paranormal activity in Leadville.
But before that, we have an announcement. On April 9th through the 11th, there's a camping trip to High Trails. If you're interested in helping, please see Miss Stanford in Neighborhood C.
Earlier this month, District 38 held its annual Hall of Fame induction ceremony at Lewis Palmer High School. The Hall of Fame is the district's way of recognizing outstanding contributors to our schools and to the district, while preserving its rich history of excellence. This year, 6 people were inducted, including PR's own Mr. Mark Ewig, who touched the lives of students both at PR and LP. A lot of people turned out to celebrate their former colleagues. There were even some familiar faces from PR's recent past. Congratulations to all of this year's Hall of Fame inductees, and especially Mr. Ewig.
Not so long ago, Garrett took us to a place not so far from here, the Space Foundation.
The Space Foundation is Discovery Center. It's celebrating its 7th anniversary, and so we decided to check it out.
They don't just have programs for kids or teens, they also have them for adults, which are called the Space After Dark programs, which is for ages 21 and over. They also have a volunteer program for high school students over the age of 15. They would become junior docents, which would be good if you need to get your service hours in.
So a number of components here at the Discovery Center were custom designed by us and printed and used. Parts that you couldn't find anywhere else. Parts for models, parts for something breaks or never came with a part, and we just customize that. So one of my favorite things is our 3D printers here.
They have been open for 7 years now, but have been bringing wonder about the stars for even longer. For Ridgeline, this is Garrett Brighting.
Thank you, Garrett, for showing this out-of-the-world experience.
When there's something strange in the neighborhood, who are you going to call? Gavin, it seems, because he took a look at some ghosts in Leadville.
Hey Bears, I'm Gavin Herwig, and I'm here in Leadville, Colorado, visiting some of the haunted places. You can take some tours of the many haunted places that still stand and still terrorize the residents of this awesome town.
Downstairs, there's a little girl between like 8 and 10, I'm guessing, wears a blue and white dress. You can hear her giggling a lot. The woman from behind the bar wears an apron.
Leadville, Colorado was home to more than 6,000 people, and apparently still is. The ghosts of Leadville are here from the big mining boom from the 1800s. According to some locals, their spirits are still hanging around some of the old buildings. For Ridgeline, this is Gavin Herwig.
Thanks, Gavin, but I think I'll steer clear of Leadville for the time being.
And now let's go to Anissa for this week's weather.
Thanks, guys. The weather has been decent lately, with nice clear skies and some pretty good temps. Let's take a look at the satellite images. For this week, it looks like we'll be having a bit of precipitation in Monument, but then it will clear up over time. Now, let's look at the 5-day. We'll start off the week with temperatures in the 50s and have some partly cloudy skies as well. By the end of the week, it should hopefully warm up with clear sunny skies. Well, whether you like it or not, that's the weather for this week. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Anissa, but that outro sounded a little familiar.
Thank you to all the people that submitted pictures this week. First, we have the students at the Pink Out football game against Lutheran High School, showing their support for the Bears and for breast cancer awareness. Next, we have a picture of the new NHS inductees at last week's National Honor Society induction ceremony. Thank you to Miss Keeney for sending us this picture, and congratulations to the new members of NHS. Lastly, we have a picture of the student council in the student lounge area upstairs, and it looks like you guys are having fun. I'll be honest, I wouldn't want to have my hair cut off just for a picture, but hey, maybe it's a new look. Remember, you can have your picture on Ridgeline, take a selfie with some friends, or just a really cool picture. Then email it to Mr. Say or drop it off by his room at A2202.
Well, that's all we got for today's show, Bears.
Have a wonderful week.